harbor. I forgot to film it. It wasn't really that eventful.
No, it was really easy.
Yeah, it was actually quite easy. We just kind of put the lines out and we drifted out to sea. It was the only hard part is all this traffic, which is kind of par for the course here in Friday Harbor. It's a very busy spot, especially now that it's crab season.
Yeah, and a seaplane just passed in front of us, which is pretty cool.
Really close. He's gonna take off now, I think.
Yeah, we'll see if we can get it.
So we're heading to Turn Island now. Once we've normalized the boat, we'll get off and yeah, and hopefully find something on Turn Island. Boy howdy, that's a tough spot to take off.
Wow.
Oh my goodness, you gotta get over those masts too.
They got a lot of practice.
Yeah, no kidding.
State Park is behind us, but they have no buoys out for some reason. And
we don't have a windlass.
yeah, we don't have a windlass that takes up the anchor.
It's a massive pain. I'd rather anchor once in a day at the place that we're gonna stay the night than visit an island that probably looks the same as most of the other ones.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Maybe I'll come back someday and spend the entire day there and explore it. But not today.
Nope.
Today we're starting the long road home under sail, which is great.
Yeah.
So we're getting a little bit of wind from the strait. Right now we're between Lopez and San Juan Islands.
Shaw.
And yeah, we're heading through Shaw Pass.
Oh, is that what this is?
Yeah.
Cool.
I believe this is Shaw Passage.
Sure.
Yeah, so that's Shaw Island. Okay. Which is where Bill Gates has a big property, I guess.
Apparently.
So.
Apparently Chris Pratt has a big property on San Juan.
Yeah. Oh god. Yeah, listening to what the bus drivers had to say over and over again. It's like, oh.
It was nice having a different bus driver because she added some extra facts in there.
Yeah.
And took away some of the corniness.
Yeah.
But yeah, it got a little old.
A little old.
Huh. But now we're gonna be just us for a while.
Yep. Sailing, seeing whales, and sea dragons and
Kraken?
kraken. Yeah, the kraken. The butt kraken.
Awesome.
Yeah. Lovely. Got a big flock of gulls over there. Landing on that rock.
Oh, yeah.
That's the ocean.
The ocean! Right past that point.
Yeah.
Let's not. Yeah?
When you're trimming the sail, you kind of want that last telltale to go horizontal, so I'm going to let it out a little bit until it starts flying. There you go. A little bit more free. Uh-oh. We're hitting some waves, which is messing with it a little bit. That last telltale lets you know how well you trimmed the sails.
Little green thing?
Yeah, a little green string.
I don't know, it's still pointing down, man.
Huh?
Ow. Should I just film it like this? I mean, oh, there it was. I saw it again, right in the middle.
Yeah, you hit the magnifying glass.
Ah.
Bring it up.
I see.
All the way up.
Yeah.
It's really not that zoomed in.
Oh, there it is.
Yay, mammals.
Yay, man. Oh, again, coming back the other way.
Towards us?
Kinda.
So that's a harbor porpoise, like the second most populous mammal in the Puget Sound area, and right now we're in the San Juan, so I guess I could say generally the Salish Sea. They're pretty small, just smaller than a person, I think, and the orcas like to eat them, at least the transient ones do. Yeah, they got a funny flat face. And they don't really breach that often. Only in certain places of the world do they ever come out of the water completely. But here they just do a really quick and then they're gone. So pretty lucky to see them. Alright, so we're sailing by this lovely boat. If you don't know sail patterns, this is a cutter rig. It's got a small staysail up front, and the Genoa is wrapped up, so you can't see the Genoa. But that small staysail is great for storms. You just drop the main, and you have that tiny staysail will keep you on course through the storm, so you still have some control. The difference between a sloop and a cutter rig is that small staysail up front. So you could remove that and change your cutter rig to a sloop rig like the one we have.
Very cool.
Sure. It's probably plenty fine.
So cute. Cozy time.
With Moby.
Fine day to eat donuts, she says. Fills up the poop deck with chocolate.
Look, it's my turn over there. So it's not just you.
Fine day to eat a turnover, Kevin.
Feed the fishes. Give them diabetes.
I'm not sure if that's how that works. Can fish get diabetes?
You put sugar in, you get diabetes out. Consume Pronasec.
Oh God.
We made it to Spencer Spit. It's a pretty crowded anchorage. All the buoys are taken. If one opens up, I'll grab it, but for now, we're all anchored out. Probably let out the most scope I've let out in a long time. We're in like 35 feet of water. Not quite sure what we're going to be doing here, but I think it involves some walking around and stuff. So for that, I'm going to take the kayak off and paddle everybody to shore.
Stop it.
So here we are, about to go to Spencer Spit State Park. Our sad electric motor just can't tough it out because the battery we have is in a battery box that drains its power. So Kevin gets to do a little physical fitness And
Marine Corps.
we'll be paddling by hand in the kayak and towing us behind him, which is super tragic in its own right.
It's
So
pretty fast. It's faster than the motor, I think.
anyway, Haley and I are gonna be in the dinghy, so I'm gonna get in now.
Yeah.
Right.
So what's our order of business, Kevin? If your backpack with the camera goes in the water, what are we supposed to do?
Oh, it goes in the water? Well, that's not gonna happen.
Well,
If for this dinghy sinks for whatever reason, what do we?
If the dinghy sinks for whatever reason, you'll be in the water just fine with your life jackets on. Take the backpack, put it above your head, and you'll just float there. And the backpack will be above water. And I'll grab the backpack, take it back to the boat, and then I'll come get you and drag you to shore.
He's got his priorities straight here as he tells his disabled fiance and sister-in-law that we're second to the camera and the GoPro. This is good.
A lot to come here.
This is good.
I mean, if you all were okay and not injured, I would ask you to save my computer.
Yeah, you heal. You heal.
Not well.
The big
Lest I
Not
remind
well.
you of what happened to my ankle.
The big camera does not heal.
Okay.
Here we are, hanging out in the dinghy, waiting as ever for Kevin to decide that it's actually time to go to shore.
Just
Ooh,
a
there's a
pro tip,
wake.
You can sit in a way that it doesn't do that.
Well, how would you like us to do that then?
Ow!
Sorry.
Rude!
I thought you had it.
No! Ow! That's why you verbally ask always, do you have it, before you let go. That's how cameras end up in the water.
Oh.
Ooh, yikes.
Ooh, slow burn. This is my life and I chose it. It's okay.
Yeah, why are you marrying me, Sarah?
Because I like your tight buns.
Ew.
Yuck.
Public deserves to know.
Excuse.
I dislike.
Flower Island over there. There's some kayakers approaching it. There's like 2 madrona trees and I don't know, maybe a shore pine or something growing on it.
That's it.
That's about it. So,
Alright, you guys ready to untie?
Yeah.
sure.
You want me to hold that?
Hold. Oh, this?
Yeah. Well, no, you can thread it through.
Oh, Jesus Christ, Kevin.
You don't have to put the whole thing through, just so that there's a loop.
All right.
We did it.
Here we go. This is a little sad. It's a little sad, isn't it? How do I do that?
Okay,
Yeah,
press
you want
it.
to buy me a new motor?
So we got onto Spencer's Spit, and now we're at this lagoon that has a bunch of swallows and sandpipers occupying it. I don't know if you can see, Kevin's over there photographing, but there's a bunch of swallows just about here in all the grass. And then on this end, right at the end here, there are a bunch of sandpipers in the water. So that's kind of neat. I didn't bring my camera with me. I regret this decision, but it's what it is. So let's see what we can find.
So what's going on with this weird lagoon thing?
There's so many birds all over it. I think we've identified at least sandpipers. Some of them were so cute having baths. And then
They were Western sandpipers.
oh, they were Western, excuse me, I was wrong.
We had to look it up.
And then all kinds of swallows, like 3 or 4 different species.
There's, let's see,
Violet green,
and
northern rough-winged, barn, and cliff, at least. a cowbird baby.
Yeah.
Avian brood parasitism in action, which here in Washington means we've seen a cowbird baby begging to its parent, which in this case was some kind of a sparrow. So
Looked like a song sparrow.
probably a song sparrow. Could have been white crown. Those are what we've seen around. But for me, this is cool because that was my undergraduate capstone project. So avian brood parasitism, some people are like, oh, that's horrible. What a shame for those little tiny birds who have to work so hard. But it's a really complicated behavior because you consider that bird has a brain no bigger than a walnut, probably smaller than a walnut, and the female cowbird has to remember in their territory, where their territory is, where the nests they're parasitizing are, which ones they've already visited, which ones they haven't, and where in the laying cycle all of those nests are, to end up with this super complex behavior. So,
And what is that behavior?
Avian brood.
But what does that
parasitism.
mean?
It means, so the female lays her eggs in another species nest. Usually there's a target species. Some different avian brood parasites have multiple targets. It just, it depends. Some say it can be based on lineage and some say it can be based on, region. But I mean, in any case, that's what happens. And the way it works is that every breeding season, their brains actually grow in size and the region controlling memory, and then it goes away and outside of breeding season. So
Whoa.
super complex behavior, super
Whoa.
cool.
And I've never seen that before, like seen a baby with not parents, so that was really cool.
Not in Washington. In Trinidad, I saw shiny cowbird or giant cowbirds doing that.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, they parasitize pendulum nesters,
Oh.
which is even harder because they're blind going in there
Oh.
because they can't see in the nest.
Yeah, I suppose.
Yeah, so,
Really cool.
yeah. Oh, suddenly
It just
a deer.
Just appeared out of the woods.
And
It's gonna go back? Okay.
it's gonna go back.
Bye.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.
You're dead tramp. Fun fact, they're blue before you cook them. What's the chemical?
They're small crabs.
Yeah, they're teeny tiny little short crabs, huh? You're hurting their feelings.
Look at this.
Oh, that's a big guy.
Look at the little tiny one. Look at this one that's no bigger than my finger. Stop pointing to it.
Oh my goodness.
Our noble steed. No, so while we were on shore, we did some research per the interpretive signs, and Spencer Spit will never become a, what's the word, Haley?
Tombolo.
A tombolo.
Which means that you can walk out to an island.
This spit will never reach Frost Island because as the spit grows in length, the current that passes between the spit and the island just increases. And in fact, per the sign, says that some of the sand might even be carried away. So probably will not become a tombolo unless some massive event happens, like a big rock slide coming from Frost Island. Going by out of Friday Harbor. One of them is probably going to Anacortes, and the other one's probably an inter-island ferry that's going to make several stops before going to Anacortes. So that's fun.